Hmm. This is going to be so interesting to record. Yep. Oh no. Okay. Good evening, Brave New World. It is I again making a brand new video in which I'm going to vlog the writing of a letter that I intend to write to a beloved friend of mine. The following letter is going to be both a letter and a review of a book that I recently finished reading, alright? So, accompany as I type this message that is going to be for my dear friend Emily, which goes like this. First, what day is today? According to the day, today is supposed to be what? Allow me to double check. This will be in English and in two languages. First, it's going to be October number 11 of the year 2020. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, from the very beginning, it goes like this. Let's see. My dearest Emily. My dearest Emily. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's adjust the space of this, shall we? From 2? Nope, it's going to be 1.1. So it's long enough. And there is plenty of space between each line. Goes like this. How are you, my dear and beloved friend, whose lovely black skin whose lovely black skin reminds me always of chocolate. Feel free to call me out for whatever reason you want. How is life treating you? How is life treating you? I honestly I honestly hope everything is fine and dandy in your lovely house. I hope that everything is fine and that life smiles into your face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think no. Let's continue with the normal space. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, I recently ended a book, a fascinating and engaging science fiction book. Hello, Edward. Science fiction book, which I enjoy it a lot. However, that I finished reading over a rather long span of time. You see, I lay my eyes. You see, I laid my eyes on what? I lay my eyes on this book for the first time over 10 years ago, when I was just starting and I was just starting the university. When I was just starting the university, and I still did not know you yet. I would use the word meet, but that's not going to be necessary. Hello, Emmy. Now, let us continue. So, know you yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The book that I am talking about in this letter and personal review. Oh, fuck. Review. This letter and personal review is definitely the great grandfather of all science fiction books, mainly due to its old date. It was published prior to the 20th century beginning. So you get my point. No. One, two, three, 4, 5. The book I am telling you about is the War of the Worlds, by H.G. Wells. You probably might have heard of it. You probably might have heard of it. You probably might have heard of it. This is going to be a little bit of extra information. The reason why I'm using this astronaut helmet filter, it's mostly because, as I said, mostly because I'm writing a little bit about science fiction. So it made perfect sense to include this funny, what do you call it? This funny special effect of myself with astronaut helmets, writing about Martians and a science fiction book, while the music that sounds is The Complex by Kevin MacLeod. Alright, you probably might have heard of it. It is a tough but loving reading that can definitely be enjoyed by both youth and elders. By both youth and elders. No matter your age, you'll enjoy it. Alright, the book that I'm telling you about. Since you are a teacher, since you are a teacher, wait a minute. Since you're a teacher, then you might as well assign it as a complementary reading. As a complementary reading for your students. For your students. You know? Students, you know? Now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, additionally, since you are one of my oldest, most beloved, and most special friends, English-speaking friends, English-speaking friends, English-speaking friends, English-speaking friends. Additionally, since you are one of my oldest, most beloved, and most special friends, most special English-speaking friends, I definitely wanted to share this wonderful experience with you, my dear. With you, my dear. Is it recording? Yes, it is. I can see my neck, but I'm so glad that the astronaut helmet is visible. Let us continue. Alright, additionally, since you're my oldest friend, my dear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me tell you first about the manner in which I finished this book, as well as the what? Let me tell you about the manner in which I finished this book, as well as the lazy reading I usually do. 1, 2, 3, 4. As much as I love reading, and as much as this activity is completely indispensable for me, as much as I love reading and as much as this activity is completely indispensable for me, I can be an extremely lazy person. This applies to any book, no matter how long it is, or it might be, no matter how long it might be, or how short, or how short it could be. I can be as snail as a turtle. I can be as a snail as slow as a snail as a turtle. Or as slow as a tiny snowpoke. Nothing of that makes sense, but that's the idea, you know, to play around with words in a way that makes grammatical sense. Exempli gratia. Exempli gratia. The Russian novel by Boris Pasternak. About which I have already written a personal review. About which I have already written a personal review. Exempli gratia. The Russian novel by Boris Pasternak. The Dr. Zhivago. Dr. Zhivago. Dr. Zhivago. What else? You know, this one took me around 6 years or probably 4 to finish it. That edition I naturally read in Spanish. Wait a minute. Naturally read in Spanish. Was only 600 long. To be honest, in comparison to other books that I have read, that is a fairly short amount of pages when it fairly short amount of pages when it comes to books. Hello sweetheart. When it comes to books that are a bit over 500 pages long. Lazy me. Hi sweetheart. Yes, I'm transmitting. So one more time. The pages long. 1, 2, 3, 4. This book, The War of the Worlds, is fairly short, and it could easily be finished. In a couple of weeks, if not hours. Should you be rather what? And the page is over. It's not visible right now, but my face is. So this is what I wanted to continue saying. This book is actually fairly short, and it could easily be finished in a couple of weeks, if not hours. Should you be a rather avid reader? And to be honest, that is actually true, because when I double check the content of the War of the Worlds, especially the length, I was like, okay, this is not very long. We'll continue with more here.